Hey guys, it's Gwen Fox, and I'm so glad that you're here. And today I thought we would do a little bit on depth. Depth in a painting is so important. You know, actually everything is important, but if you've got depth, you've got a lot. It pulls your viewer in, and then they get to go into your painting. But how do you get depth? And you need depth in abstracts, you need depth in everything. So you can get depth by many, many ways. You can get depth by layering. Get depth by, layering color over color and letting some of that past color come through. You can do it with collage. You can do it with line work. But what we're going to do today is do it with charcoal. Now, my mentor, Ken Gehring, taught me that charcoal gives you this wonderful, hazy look. It can, or it can be very garish. So I'm going to show you how I do the charcoal. So now, the charcoal that I use is the square. And you can get the square. I don't use the round. That's called the willow. I don't use that because it gives a line that's boring. The square can give a calligraphic line that you can make it beautiful. But you say, but I don't want to do charcoal on a painting because then I'm going to have this mess. Well, we can use it both ways. We can spray it with a fixative, or we can use it just like it is. And I'm going to do that today. So now the square comes in small pieces. I just dropped some. It's very messy. Watch that because it is very messy. And it comes in the big chunks. Okay, so now I'm going to use both of these, the smaller and the bigger, so you can see what it's like. Now on the square, you use the edge. You don't use the flat part, you use the edge, because that will give you a calligraphic line. By that I mean, so the big will do the same. It's just bolder. See that? It can get really, really messy. So you say, well, what do you do with this? Now you've got this. How do you keep it from being all over everything and mixing in with your colors? It is going to mix in with your colors unless you spray it. Okay, now I've got just plain Gamsol in this because I'm going to use this as an oil. If you're doing acrylics, you just use water. I am just letting this run over this because I think, personally, this gives a beautiful, I'm going to do this right here. Hope I don't spill it all. And I may leave some of the dark, and then I'll spray it later. But look at this gorgeous softness, yet strength. It's very strong. So now, that, excuse me while it's messy, so you definitely want to wear gloves. This to me is gorgeous. Now I'm going to let this dry, but first I'm going to paint a color over this so we can see what happens. Now if I do this is transparent orange, what am I going to get? I'm going to get a gorgeous, rich color. Now you see what you're getting with this? You're getting this gorgeous, rich color. And I have not sprayed. I don't want to spray because I want to get the richness of this. Look, I know I keep using that word, rich, but look at this. This is a great underpainting, guys. You're going to leave a lot of white. Now, this has not dried. So I'm going to take the same thing and I'm going to put over that the transparent orange. And let's see what we get. So you can kind of get an idea of what you might like to do. Now, had I sprayed this, taken the time to spray it, it would have been different. It wouldn't have been quite this way, but I love this. Now, personally, well, it depends on the mood. It depends on what you want. This is a more subtle background. This is a more distinctive background, and this has less white. But when this dries, this is going to be much light. It will be lighter. But to me, I love the graininess of this. So what do you do once this is dry? You do anything you want. You can then, once it's dry, take plain white chalk and draw your design. Why? Because wipe it off, it doesn't make a mess. This, to me, is a fabulous background. And you can put in other colors now. Okay, I'm going to put in some alizarin crimson. It's very much like the color there. So maybe I would prefer to have another color. See, now, if you let this dry and then put in another color, you're going to have depth. Look at the depth in this already. It's because it's got this layer, this layer, this layer, this layer. You've already got depth. Now let's get another color in here. Okay, anybody that studies with me knows I don't use pink, and I'm going to use pink on this because I want to see what it's like. I want to see how this pink is going to do. It is a bright pink. So this could be, I can put it anywhere I want. And I think we're also going to put, see, you put different layers in this so that it's interesting. Because we're gonna lose a lot if we keep it up. I like the richness of it here because it's stronger. I'm almost just going to put pure color on here just to have it strong. But I think what I need to do is let this rest. All right. I think I'm going to add some bright orange. This is just cadmium orange. And I'm going to just add this just to have some fun. And I'm just taking it straight out of the tube, guys. I'm going to be really careful in putting it because I want to put this. Look at this. This is gorgeous. This is an underlayer, but it's giving me a lot of possibilities. Now, what I'm going to end up doing is doing a painting over this, and you'll see the entire process. It may fail, it may not, but I gotta tell you, I love this process. I'm gonna add a little bit more alizarin right in here. I like the richness of this. So now you get an idea. You play. You just play and have a good time. Put contrasting colors on. Now, I will eventually put it down at the bottom too, so don't think I'm ignoring it. But I wanted to show you how you can do a gorgeous piece by using charcoal and not even spraying it. We didn't spray this. Will I spray it? Yes. I will spray it once this is dry because now I want to keep these colors. I don't want to smear what I have of the charcoal. So now I'm going to do that. But I like what the charcoal does when it mixes with paint. So give that a try. Enjoy because I think it's a lot of fun. And then next time I'll show you where this is. It's going to take a while for this to dry, so I can't do it now. So anyway, have a good week. Use charcoal. Let me know how it goes. I love you guys. Thank you so much. See you later.